CQDX, CQDX, CQDX. This is Havana calling. CQDX, CQDX, CQDX. This is Radio Havana calling all shortwave listeners and radio amateurs. Welcome to DXers Unlimited, Radio Havana's weekly feature dedicated to the fascinating world of radio communications.
Hola amigos, welcome to this edition of DXers Unlimited. I'm Icom Radio IC-R8600, your host here at our studios in downtown Havana, Cuba. In Pata 105 is now item 1 of the menu for today. A new satellite is going to be launched soon. The name Light Sail 2, scheduled for launch on the 22nd day of June, and it will have a 70 centimeter band beacon on 437.025 MHz. 437.025 MHz, that's the 70 centimeter band. Now more information about this new spacecraft. Light Sail is a citizen-funded project from the Planetary Society. It's a CubeSat that will be propelled solely by the use of sunlight to Earth orbit. Light Sail 2 is scheduled to launch aboard the SpaceX Falcon Heavy on June 22, and then it will attempt the first controlled solar sail flight in Earth orbit ever. Light Sail number 2 will rise to space aboard Test Program 2, a mission that will send 24 spacecraft to 3 different Earth orbits. Light Sail 2 itself will be enclosed within another one designed by Georgia Tech University of the United States of America. A spacecraft designed originally built to demonstrate close encounter operations with our spacecraft. After a few days of the typical health and status check, Light Sail 2 4-sided solar panels will swing wide open. A day later, 4 metallic booms will unfurl 4 large triangular mylar plastiform cells from the storage position. The cells, which have a combined area of 32 square meters, will turn towards the sun for half of its orbit. Giving the spacecraft a small, tiny push, no stronger than the weight of a paper clip, but enough to keep it running. For about a month after sail deployment, the continual thrust is to raise Light Sail 2 orbit by a significant amount. Light Sail 2 will fly in a 24-degree inclination circular Earth orbit. Light Sail 2 has been issued an experimental radio license, WM9XPA, and will transmit on the frequency 437.025 MHz. A Morse code CW beacon will transmit the call sign every 45 seconds. Whiskey, Mike, 9, X-ray, Papa, Papa. The packet will transmit F45, FSK, 16, and other type of digital modes. This is Radio Havana Cuba. The name of the show is DXers Unlimited, and you can contact us by sending an email to info.rhc@enet.cu. Again, info.rhc@enet.cu. Now, item 2 of today's program. The North Atlantic, above the equator, the Caribbean Sea, and the Gulf of Mexico hurricane season began officially on the first day of June, and it will last until the end of November. Forecasts coming from several weather services and experts around the world describe the present hurricane season as a typical one. Average number of storms according to the sea surface temperatures observed so far. Radio amateur emergency nets located in the areas where storms make landfall are already carrying on simulated emergency tests on several bands from 70 centimeters to 160 meters. For emergency purposes. So far, the most used band during emergencies are the 2 meters with narrow band FM equipment and 40 meters for high-frequency propagation. On 2 meters, the National Cuban network of FM repeaters has been upgraded this year in order to make it able to survive under heavier winds and also provide larger capacity deep cycle batteries, plus at some locations solar panels too. When a really huge hurricane makes landfall, the chances for survival of the 2 meter band repeaters is practically zero. So this is why many radio clubs dismount the antennas and protect the repeaters from the incoming weather, so they may be reinstalled rapidly and used during the usual more lengthy recovery period following the landfall. 40 meters wire antennas using loading coils to make them show a very high survival rate, even during storms that may have brought wind to more than 150 miles per hour. Yes, that's correct. More than 150 miles per hour, thought to be the top limit of survival for VHF, UHF, and microwave bands equipment. A report from Cuban Radio amateur operator CO7WT, Charlie Oscar 7 Whiskey Tango, Pablo Milanese, reports and alerts about 6 meters band openings. He's monitoring using an RTL dongle and SDR receiver. Since last Friday, Pavel, CO7 Whiskey Tango, has picked up signals on the 50.313 FT8 spot of 6 meters between 5 and 6 p.m. local time, that is from 21 to 22 hours UTC. The openings via sporadically happens lasted in some instances up to around 10 p.m. local time, that is 02 hours UTC of the next day, of course. Charlie Oscar 7 Whiskey Tango reports picking up stations from the U.S. East Coast, and her stations coming back to Raul, CO8ZZ, who is active on 6 meters using a 5 elevate band, hand-rotated jacket from Las Tunas, a province of Eastern Cuba, adjacent to Camagüey, where Pavel is located. Raul, CO8 Zulu is the coordinator of the Cuban DX group of our National Amateur Radio Association, the Federación de Radio Aficionados de Cuba. Also active on 6 meters, well-known Santiago de Cuba DXer, CO8 LY Charlie Oscar 8 Lima Yankee Ed, who has done a tremendous effort to provide FTA contact on the high-frequency band and also on 6 meters to everyone from Santiago de Cuba, beautiful city of Eastern Cuba. Now, Item 3, more information about what is happening to the sun. Friday, May 24th, so the 8th consecutive day without sunspots. Then the totally spotless sun has continued for 8 more days of a blank sun. And this, amigos, is a very clear evidence of the nadir or bottom of solar cycle 24, near minimum ever recorded values of the microwave radiation flux at 2,750 megahertz to 2,800 megahertz, measuring there. The 10.750 meters wavelength has been used as a reliable yardstick of solar activity since 1947, making it a reliable indicator of the stage of the solar cycle 24, now at the rock bottom part of the cycle. So far this year, 2019, we have seen 91 days without sunspots, equivalent to nearly 60% of the time, something that has had a very negative impact of the high-frequency band behavior. Very, very poor propagation conditions. By the way, my personal opinion, the worst ever propagation conditions since mankind learned how to use shortwave signals to communicate using the ionosphere to bounce signals back to Earth from the location of the transmitting station. Very, very poor propagation. That's the fact. Item 4, answering a question sent by several DXers Unlimited listeners. I want to know more about the amateur 10 meters band. 10 meters is a portion of the shortwave radio spectrum internationally allocated to amateur radio and amateur satellite use as a primary band. It's a very wide band, 1.7 megahertz wide. The very wide band consists of frequencies stretching from 28.000 to 29.700. The 10 meter band was allocated on a worldwide basis by the early International Radio Telegraph Conference in Washington, D.C. on October 4, 1927. That's the history. Its original frequency allocation was then 28,000 to 30,000 kilohertz. Later, 300 was removed. Being a very wide band in high frequency terms, many different transmission modes can be found on 10 meters. CW Morse code, of course, at the bottom of the band, and other narrowband modes are found toward the bottom portion of the band. Single side band starting at 28,300, and wideband modes AM and FM found near the upper part of the bottom portion of the band, that's at around 29 megahertz and up. These modes are also allowed, and they are in use now that the FT8 and FT4 modes are becoming so popular. The propagation characteristics, due to unique spots in the spectrum, 10 meters can occasionally be very challenging band to work. At times of the solar cycle peak, when many sunspot appear to response surface, 10 meters can be alive, beautifully alive, with extremely long distance signals, and you can use low power and work the work. The FTA in this ionosphere. Generally speaking, the most effective and efficient propagation of 10 meter radio waves takes place during local daylight hours, the daylight band. Even in times of solar minimum, as we're running right now, when F2 propagation is practically useless, it's rarely available, happening right now, 10 meters still has some long distance possibilities because of sporadic layer propagation, bringing in signals from 100 to many thousand miles away, even double hop and triple hop if possible via these sporadic layers on 10 meters. It's mainly a seasonal event with the late spring and early summer being prime time for the most, and this is happening just right now as I write this show. And now, amigos, at the end of the program, the propagation update, very poor high frequency propagation conditions, flat sun, zero sunspots for 17 days in a row, and also sporadic propagation up appearing on 6 meters and 10 meters for the past several days. See you at the upcoming edition of DXers Unlimited. I am Arnie Coro in Havana. My email address, info@rac@enet.cu, and also via airmail, postal service to Arnie Coro, you spell Charlie Oscar, Romeo Oscar, Arnie Coro, Radio Havana Cuba, Havana, Cuba.
And that's all for today. This is Arnie Coro, Radio Amateur CO2KK, your host here at Radio Havana's DXers Unlimited, saying 73 and very good DX.
Thanks, Arnie. Arnie Coro with DXers Unlimited, a radio program heard twice a week. We have the weekend edition on Sundays and Mondays, UTC days, and, of course, the midweek edition that you just listened to, DXers Unlimited with Arnie Coro.